Welcome to the 138th commencement at Oregon High School. It is with great pride that we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduating seniors today, and I'm pleased to see so many of you here joining us to honor this special group that is in front of me today. At this time, I'm going to ask that you please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Oregon-Brooklyn VFW Post 10272. Thank you to the VFW Post 10272 and the Oregon High School Band under the direction of Mrs. Allison Yeager. Joining the color guard today were OHS students Paul Johnston, Isabel Arsenault, Reese Sinico, and Delaney Carter, who have all enlisted and will begin their service later this summer. Congratulations. I was talking with my neighbor yesterday as I was at Huntoon Field. Oh, by the way, our Oregon soccer team at Huntoon in the sectional final yesterday won and advanced to the state tournament, so let's give them a big recognition. And as I was talking to him out in that beautiful facility, I was a little bit distracted because I was also watching my live stream on my cell phone of the Oregon lacrosse team that was competing in the state championship in Wauwatosa, and they avenged their only loss of the year to top-ranked Hudson and became state champions. Congratulations to them as well. So my neighbor said to me, you know, I was talking to your wife the other day across the fence, and I was asking her how your speech was coming along, and she said to me, Craig, no one goes to hear the principal speak. She's always right. But on behalf of the Oregon School District and Board of Education, I would like to congratulate you all on your graduation today. Over the past 4 years, you've demonstrated excellence in your academic pursuits. You've exemplified leadership and character at every turn, and you've encountered challenges, and you've met each and every one of those challenges head on. This is a special group in front of us today. On the first day of school, 4 years ago, 299 wide-eyed freshmen walked through the doors of OHS, and it was immediately clear to us then that this was a group full of potential. And over the past 4 years, this group has fulfilled that early promise. Over the past 4 years, they've fulfilled that glimpse of potential and helped shape the culture here in so many ways. And today, their ranks have grown. 308 members of this class will cross the stage to complete their last act as high school students today. So congratulations, folks. And as a group, their academic achievements of this class are second to none. They've accumulated more AP credits and taken more exams than any prior class. They have the highest cumulative GPA in my 7-year tenure as OHS principal, and more than 80% of this class will go on to study at 4-year, 2-year, or technical schools for certifications. That is only a part of their story, though. Their gifts and talents extend to the stage in fields of competition as well. Many of our music, drama, and art students are off to follow their passion for creating, designing, and performing, and will pursue arts as a career pathway. Additionally, at least 30 members of this class will be student athletes at the collegiate level as well, which is truly remarkable. We have students here that will leave us for careers in the trades and apprenticeships. Some already have secured good-paying full-time jobs as they were hired out of our construction trades program, in which the capstone course is the building of a house. These houses, 14 of them now in Oregon, stand as a tribute to the many students who have developed technical skills and a passion for the trades and have gone on to work in the field. These houses, built by our students, represent so much more to the Oregon families that call them home. Others will leave us to become engineers, doctors, nurses, teachers, farmers, financial planners, computer programmers. There might be a principal or two in this group, I don't know. But what we know is that there have been so many things at this group. We also, by the way, have 3 really successful entrepreneurs that'll be leaving us as well, and their businesses that were started here at OHS are going to be their career pathways leading us. One person flew in this morning from California with a full scholarship ride and a job offer, and one of my other entrepreneurs that were a part of Ms. Schmidt's business incubator group, I'll be wearing a pair of those cargo pants later this afternoon. So we're really excited about the future of this group. And while the future beyond OHS for these students are bright, they've left a legacy here that will continue to impact our school long after they've gone. They've been invested and they've been involved, providing positive school culture and leadership for change. As our Pride Crew members, our peer tutors, student council members, Hope Squad members, and members of our many other student support and advocacy groups, they use their time, their energy, and their voices to be the change that they hope to see in the world that they will soon inherit. Students, over the past 4 years, you've done so much more than simply meeting requirements set forth by the Oregon School Board and the DPI. We saw your potential as young freshmen, and we've witnessed your enormous growth as scholars and young adults, and I know for a fact that your best is still ahead. A little earlier this spring, during the NHS induction ceremony, I shared my story of my favorite mediocre NFL football player. Remember the words of journeyman NFL running back Sam Khan Gatto. His family, Sam Khan, came to the United States from Nigeria, and his family always had a saying, whatever gifts and talents you acquire are not for your own personal consumption, they are for the betterment of others. Sam Khan was not a talented football player, but he wanted to stay in the NFL long enough to earn enough money to pay for medical school, which he did. And he fortunately uses those talents and those skills to give back to others. And as you leave OHS, continue striving to meet your potential, and most importantly, continue to use your talents and gifts to help those around you. We need more of that in the world that we live in today. Class of 2022, individually and as a group, You persevered through a lot over the past 4 years, and you've come through it all better, stronger, and more resilient. Quite frankly, I've never been more confident in a group of young people. Your leadership, your character, and all that you've contributed to the culture of OHS will impact this school long after you've gone. And how will I remember you? Well, in addition to all those parking lot dances, and who doesn't love a little flow rider under the big tent, I will remember you as the kindest group of young people that I've had the chance to work with over my 32 years in public education. You'll be missed. Congratulations to you all. We're very proud of you. In a few minutes, you'll hear from classmates Kira, Hannah, Jordanos, and Miller on themes such as the importance of service to others, belief in self, and hope for the future. However, before I yield the podium to your classmates, I would like to introduce dignitaries who will help with today's ceremony. I'm pleased to introduce Oregon School Board members Tim LeBrun, Troy Pankratz, Mary Lakuta, and Leslie Wright. We thank Dr. Leslie Bergstrom, our district superintendent, who has, for her leadership throughout the course of this year, and she will be responsible for certifying graduates here today. My dream team, Ms. Zawicki, Mr. Ashmore, Mr. Piavanetti, and Ms. Spencer Grant are also assisting with graduates today, and we thank them for their leadership. And I'd like to acknowledge and thank our senior advisors who are here with our students today and have helped support them over their 4 years as well. Thank you for your support and leadership for this class. Finally, I would like to introduce our honor marshals as chosen by the class, Mr. Ben Tiemeyer and Mr. George Wilson. At this time, I'll invite our first class speakers, Kira Hanmer and Hannah Fulmer, to the podium for their graduation address.
Hello, everyone, and thank you all for being here today. Before we begin, we would like to take a moment to introduce ourselves. Many of you know us already, but for those of you who don't, I'm Kira Hanmer.
And I'm Hannah Fulmer. This past year, we have had the pleasure of serving as OHS's Student Council presidents. So at least for the students here today, you are already very familiar with hearing us speak, and we promise not to take up too much of your time.
While scouring the internet looking for what to write a graduation speech about, one suggestion that I saw frequently was, what makes this class unique? And boy, was that easy to answer. As we all know, the past few years have been especially eventful, and Oregon as a whole has had to face and adapt to many challenges, causing major changes in our community. Of course, one thing that COVID and everything that came along with it affected was school and this class. Although now it feels like an eternity ago, at the young age of 15 or 16 years old, we, sophomores who just seemed to be getting a hang of the whole high school thing, had to pack up and leave behind the only form of school we had known our entire lives. For the next year, we sat at home, and although I will admit that joining a class from my bed with pajama pants on was pretty nice, I always felt like I was missing something, the high school experience, as they say. From sophomore year spring and junior year fall sports being heavily adjusted, to many of us not having to take care of the health baby, which if you didn't, you should actually be grateful. We faced a warped version of a normal high school experience. But in an odd way, this experience gave us something that most classes, past and future, do not have. Throughout that time, we received endless support from our teachers, family, community, and most importantly, each other. Knowing that we all went through this together is enough evidence for me to say that we, the Oregon High School class of 2022, are ready to face whatever the future has in store for us head on, Because after everything, we came back and are more united as a graduating class than ever.
Even disregarding the recent hurdles we've overcome that have brought us even closer, this class has been through 13 years together, over 2/3 of our lives so far. Yet even if you haven't been here since kindergarten, we've experienced some of the most developmental stages of our lives together, although most of us can agree that we would like to forget middle school. Throughout our whole lives, adults have been telling us that the friendships you make in high school are some of the most important friendships of your life. And until you're sitting here, about to graduate, you don't truly know why. Beyond this point, the people you meet and the friends you make won't have known you since you were a kid, won't have stuck with you through that awkward stage, and won't have sat in this room today, reflecting on what we've accomplished together in what will soon feel like such a short amount of time. The people sitting beside you right now are the people who have shaped you, whether you realize it or not. In what feels like the blink of an eye, we went from nap time to taking care trips to cramming for finals week to sitting in this auditorium today, and we did it together.
Although we as a whole are parting ways, some of us entering the workforce, beginning apprenticeships, pursuing higher education, and every other incredible pathway you can think of, we will never forget the things we learned and experienced together here in Oregon. Despite the fact that many of our relationships began when we first became aware of the Prairie View, Netherwood, and Brooklyn feuds, we will always be a community, a family.
Now, I hope you all take what you have learned from each other during our time together and share it with the world. We couldn't have asked for a better group to grow up with. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me have this opportunity today. I'm very honored to be up here today. I'd like to start out by thanking my parents for everything they have done for me. They have given me a chance to be a part of their family. They embrace my past and have given me a future. Thank you to my siblings for welcoming me as their brother. 7 years ago, I was adopted from Ethiopia. When I came here, I did not know any English besides hi and thank you. But I did not let that stop me from striving to be the person that I am today. When I was in Ethiopia, I had days where I thought nothing was going to go my way. My father passed away when I was 2. Shortly after, my mom left me with my grandparents. I did not see her again for many years. When I was 4, my stepmom came and brought me to her home. As a young boy, I had to face challenges that many people can imagine of going through. I lived with my stepmom, who had HIV and was an alcoholic. She needed lots of care, and none of my older siblings wanted to stay back and help her out. So at the age of 4, instead of going to school, I had to get a job and look after her. The director of a nearby orphanage would often see me roaming the streets. She begged for 2 years to allow me to come to the orphanage so I would not end up as a street kid. Finally, at the age of 6, my stepmom allowed me to move to the orphanage. I was at the orphanage for 5 years, longer than any other child. When my adoption was about to be finalized, I wanted to say goodbye to my stepmom because she was the one who signed the paperwork to allow my adoption to happen. She wanted me to have a better life. At that moment, she was very sick, and there was nothing that could have been done to help her. I was arriving at her home when I saw my real mom, and she looked at me confused. She asked who I was, and that really broke my heart and changed the way that I look at my real mom. Nobody would ever think that their own mom would forget what their real son looks like. But life has a weird way of testing our strength and weaknesses. So the message that I have for everyone today is to don't give up, no matter what. God has a plan for everyone. On those days where you feel like giving up, keep going. Because everything happens for a reason. Adversity is something that we all have to go through in order to learn something new or to reach a goal that we have set for ourselves. Don't try to fit in because you are afraid of what others might say about you. Be yourself, and you will find the people that are meant to be in your life. Sometimes you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. We all have some kind of dreams that we are trying to achieve, and some have dreams that may seem larger than others. That is okay. Reaching a goal you have set for yourself is important, but who you become during the process and what you learn from it is more important. You need to remember that nothing is going to get handed to you. If you want something, you have to work for it. You can never cheat your way to success. Dreams are only achieved by actions. As a child, I would see kids come to the orphanage and get adopted. I'd wonder, what is wrong with me? Why am I not being picked? Every day I would pray that I would find a family that loved me for who I was. As I got older, I knew my chances were less, but I never gave up. I was the last child to be adopted from my orphanage before the international adoption from Ethiopia was closed. So at the age of 11, I found my home. So don't waste time. Don't let hard times define you. Let them make you stronger. Keep reaching for your goals. Don't waste opportunities. Anything is possible with a little faith and a hard work. We all have a story and many chapters left to be written. Thank you again for letting me have this opportunity. At this time, I would like to invite the members of the OHS Senior Choir, under the direction of Ms. Jennifer Yancey. Come forward, please.
Find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. house and then you turn it and you just can't fall asleep. I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2. You'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Yancey and our senior choir. One more time. At this time, I would like to introduce our final class speaker, Miller Stang.
Good afternoon, fellow classmates, administration, staff, and families. 4 years ago, I stood before you at our 8th grade Moving On ceremony and spoke about moving on. Today, I will speak about how we, the class of 2022, moved on and keep moving forward. Today, we begin another new chapter in our lives. These past 4 years at OHS have helped mold and shape us as individuals and as one whole unit. As the class of 2022, we did indeed create our own footsteps. I am confident that we will continue to create our own footsteps and will keep moving forward. We are the change we want to see in the world. Through our volunteering, our movements for cause, our speaking our beliefs, whether through many voices or as one voice, we are moving forward. The class of 2022 did ask, what can we do for you? How can we improve upon the situation or the opportunity for change? We, of course, lived through COVID. In fact, we are the first class to have a no-holds-barred graduation since the class of 2019. We lived through George Floyd and racial reckoning. We've learned just how unjust and unfair the system and world in which we live in is. And as the school years progressed, we really started to realize the full extent of this issue. And once we did, boy, did we never stop trying to change it. We started posting on every social media platform we could think of. We posted about AAPI hate, racism, climate change, anything we believed in. We had conversations. We took direct action. We fought the fight with every fiber of our being. We are still fighting, because that's who we are. We, the class of 2022, are fighters. We are believers, changers, the movers and shakers of our society and of our generation. We never give up. Even when the clock hits 0, we do not stop fighting. And when the world was starting to crash around us, we kept living and fighting. I think all of this can be summed up by a Fall Out Boy lyric. If I can live through this, I can do anything. We are moving forward knowing that a more educated self can open a new door filled with so much opportunity. We have grown as individuals. We learned how hard the ACT really is, how not to use translators in foreign language classes, and that, yes, staff members get tickets and have to appear in traffic court just like us. We owe so much credit to our teachers. They not only taught us lessons within the classroom, on Zoom or Google Meet, but also on how to take that newfound knowledge and apply it to life outside of school. There were teachers who not only gave us a safe place to be ourselves, they gave us a space to understand the world around us and the springboard for the will to change it. There are those teachers and staff who help us tap into our true selves. They're the ones who, like the famous author Deepak Chopra once said, get rid of the box and help us think creatively and innovatively. We all have that teacher. They are our motivators. They are the educators who have profound impacts on us as students and as individuals. Thank you to all of the teachers, coaches, and staff here today for helping us learn how to be our true selves and how to navigate that sometimes askew ship of life. As we prepare to leave this school district, and in many cases, leave the village of Oregon, let us remember what we have learned here as students for the past 12 years. Some of us will go to different schools across Wisconsin. Others will travel paths across the country, into the armed forces, or directly into the workforce. No matter where we go, we will always remember each other, our time spent here, and what we accomplished. Moving forward will not always be easy. We will no doubt experience hills and valleys. We might find failure lurking around the corner of one door, but we will get back up. We will learn from that failure, and we will continue to once again move forward, because we, the Oregon High School class of 2022, are fighters. We are united in our advocacy. We break barriers. We will continue to change things for the better, because as Amanda Gorman once stated in her poem Earthrise, the time is now, now, now. Moving forward would not be possible without our family, and for many of us, our extended family. We would like to thank our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and all of those as individuals and collectively who helped us along the way. Whether for 5 minutes or 15 years, you have made such an impact on our lives. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has made our high school experience what it is today. We will surely treasure the many moments that make for the many treasured memories. Thank you to all in supporting us in our pursuit of our dreams and goals. We are moving forward with self-awareness, a sense of self-deprecation, pride, and gratitude. Most importantly, it is because of us, ourselves, and our ability to adapt, learn, and be the individuals who we are that will enable us to hold our heads high and move forward apart or together. I would like to leave you with a quote from Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Oregon School District, who is Dr. Ledgerly Bergstrom, who will certify graduates and preside over the presentation of diplomas.
Good afternoon. Welcome to everybody, families, educators, board members, and most importantly, our Oregon High School seniors. Walking into the gymnasium today while in full regalia, with the music playing, it's a culmination of a really important part of your life, and an important part of the lives of the people who love you and who are out here cheering for you as you walked in. And also for those educators who have walked alongside you for so many parts of this journey. So today is filled with a lot of joy, a lot of pride, and just a little bit of sadness, because the Oregon School District will really miss you. When people attend a graduation ceremony, they want to hear from the talented student speakers, and oh my goodness, did we hear some great speeches today. They also come to hear the band play and to hear the beautiful song from the seniors in the choir. That was amazing. So because of that, and because of the fact that everyone here is really waiting to hear the name of their loved one called aloud in honor of their achievement, I'll be very brief, but I want to speak specifically and directly to this remarkable group of students. When I stand here and look at you, I really want you to know this, and I'm very sincere. You inspire me. I'm inspired by the words of your class speakers. I'm inspired by what Mr. Pliner shared about this class. I felt a lot of inspiration when I read the interviews of seniors in The Observer. When I listened to you advocate for yourself and for others. When I see the intensity and the commitment you bring to issues that matter to you. I'm inspired when I see you collaborate with other people to make something better than you would have been able to make on your own. When I see or hear these things, you make me hopeful for the future. Your creativity and your problem solving and the perseverance you have is on display every day. They're evident in the music you create, your theater productions, your commitment to your athletic teams, your art, the investment you make in your own future. So time and time again, you show one another empathy. You demand justice for yourself and for others. So please take all that goodness and continue to put it out in the world. The world truly needs you. Use your open hearts and your strong minds to make the world a better place for others. Use what you've learned in whatever corner of the earth ends up becoming your home. Use what you've learned to make that a place that honors the worth and the voice and the dignity of all people. Also remember that putting goodness out in the world doesn't always mean grand accomplishments. Those things are great. Goodness is cultivated through small acts of kindness and civility, time after time, day after day. And I see you do it, and I can't wait to see you do it at an even broader scale. You inspire the adults who've had the privilege of being in your lives. We see so many beautiful and powerful things in you. When you leave here today, show love to your family, to your friends, to those who care about you. Because in the good times and in the bad, your loving relationships, that's what will see you through. This is just the beginning, class of 2022. The Oregon School District is very proud of you. And next is the distribution of the diplomas. This is the fun part, everybody. As we prepare for the distribution of diplomas, I will call upon members of the Oregon Board of Education and Mr. Pliner to come forward to distribute diplomas on behalf of the Oregon School District. Board members and Mr. Pliner, please come forward. Ready? Furthermore, I hereby certify to you that these members of the class of 2022 of Oregon High School have fulfilled all of the requirements of the Oregon Board of Education and the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction.
Caleb Adams. Jasik Adler. Benjamin Langer Allen. Evan Appleby. Isabel Arsenault. Jack Bayless. Joshua Baker. Mason Baker. Brody Bales. Zachary Bambro. Sophie Barabbas. Jake Barlow. Isabel Bauer. Jordan Baumgartner. Andrew Beeman. Odin Beck. Evelyn Becker. William Becker. Elena Bedard. Quinn Belleville. Allison Bentz. Lex Behrens Van Heest. Olivia Bergeman. Peyton Bergman. Axel Berglund. Haley Berman. Ian Black. Gianna Bollinger. Megan Brickley. Jackson Brockman. Nicholas Bronchetti. Emma Brule. Dakota Brown. Evan Burmeister. Deacon Bush. Owen Butzloff. Daniel Kane. Ayana Calvin. Ariel Carlos. Delaney Carter. Owen Chatfield. Colin Cheney. Zachariah Clark. Clara Collins. Remy Cooper. Austin Copas. Brianna Carell. Lakin Corliss. Hannah Corning. Anthony Coulard. Victoria Covarrubias. Emily Crow. Sophia Davidson. Caitlin Davis. Quentin DeBoer. Natasha Durkee Seals. Samantha Derrick. Brody Dion. Aiden Donahue. Annika Drosty. Triana Durst. Celia Ebert. Sierra Egwanwu. Emma Isley. Lillian Isley. Lucas Isley. Parker Erdl. Riley Fahey. Seth Faircloth. Casey Farrar. Tanner Ferguson. Cassidy Fisher. Tyler Fisher. Hope Flitter. Ariana Florin. Hannah Fulmer. Lily Frank. Veda Freed. Sabrina Freeman. Caden Freon. Braden Fry. Harmony Gardner. Lily Gebauer. Marty Gerstingkorn. Carter Goltz. Brody Gorius. Carter Granberg. Jordy Graves. Nicholas Gray. Emma Grossen. Lily Grover. Madeline Gretzner. Jace Gustafson. Emma Haig. Caitlin Hahn. Olivia Haynes. Sydney Hake. Aaron Hakes. Luke James Hamlet. Aiden Handel. Kira Hanmer. Eli Hoffel. Mick Hawkins. Isabella Haid. Connor Hine. James Heller. Amelia Hermanson. Max Hairwire. Calvin Hicks. Maxwell Higgins. Lucas Hill. Natalie Heft. Jackson Holker. Emily Hopp. Chelsea Housley. Ryan Howard. Lauren Isle. Lauren Jansens. Darian Johnson. Ethan Johnson. Carter Johnston. Paul Johnston. Carly Jones. Harley Jones. Jack Jordan. Chad Korolchik. Colin Keast. Destiny Kesey. Jenna Kiner. Rachel Keller. Brandon Kearns. Bryce Kearns. Drew Kesnick. Nada Kiani Anaraki. Nagin Kiani Anaraki. Cooper King. Tatiana Klon. Megan Klein. Taylor Knight. Quillian Krasny. Claire Cruiser. Zoe Liddell Sharp.
Brittany Lang. Peyton Lang. Nicholas Lance. Aiden Leatherberry. Elijah Lehman. Lily Lewis. Jacob Lorenz. Vivian Lovan. Kirk Lynch. Elena McGee. Bryn Mancusi. Mitchell Mancusi. Anna Martin. Linus Maurice. Cole McComb. Annika McGill. Aloys McCarnes. Chase Meekum. Alice Mediotta. Abigail Menendez. Jonathan Meyer. Riley Meyer. Dustin Michek. Adam Mickelson. Emily Mickelson. Michael Modioff. Calder Moe. Brendan Moore. Carly Moore. Samuel Morin. Ryan Morrill. Alyssa Mortensen. Emily Mortensen. Marshall Miller. Isabella Murphy. Kendall Knockreiner. Kit Netishim. Jan Newman. Natalie Nguyen. Andrew Nieves. Lucille Nonmacher. Amber Intem. Ellison O'Kane. Darren O'Malley. Tamia O'Malley. Anna Welk-Oki. Kyle Olson. Molly Olson. Brianna Opliger. Esperanza Ortega. Guadalupe Ortega. Oscar Osorio Filomeno. Zoe Pagels. Blake Pankratz. Ron Panzer. Jesse Parrish. Nika Parisi. Nadia Pierce. Caden Peterson. Ryan Paith. Kaylee Phillips. Tegan Phillips. Ty Pieper. Yanerva Pena. Elliot Poole. Olivia Powell. Elizabeth Red. Gavin Rice. Jonah Edwin Richards. Haley Richter. Joshua Rick. Grace Rydell. Ella Rindy. Owen Rindy. Catherine Roberts. Alex Rodriguez. Joseph Romer. Tyler Roos. Ryan Russell. Simon Sassorozzi. Austin Saunders. Emma Schaefer. Alyssa Shell. Justine Scherer. Dylan Schrader. Tyler Schultz. Oh, Isaac Schultz, sorry. Claudia Schwartz. Reese Skinnico. Anna Seidel. Zeidel. Andrew Seitz. Hayden Sharkus. Daniel Shimon. Jude Shipley. Turner Siren. Logan Small. Cody Smith. Lucas Snow. Christelle Summers. Tyler Soul. Aiden Stack. Miller Stang. Abigail Stebbins. Aiden Stelsey. David Stevenson. Paige Stevenson. Cadence Straight. Teague Zudi. Lewis Tanner. Connor Taplick. Braden Taylor. Caitlin Thomas. Brandon Thorne. Alexis Teat. Cade Tracy. Averi Unaban. Kimberly Urban. Kyler Verheiden. Paige Vondra. Noelle Wallish. Alexandra Walsh. Jack Walter. Bree Wanabo. Sophia Wanta. Davian Warfield. Amir Warren. Alyssa Waterbury. Alexia Weber. Eli Wink. Henry Wink. Brooke White. Caden White. Haley Wydell. Alyssa Weissy. Aiden Wilson. Christian Wirtz. Gabriella Wirtz. Gabriella Woodridge. Isaiah Warden. Connor Wright. Emma Yeakley. Abigail Yingling. Jordanos Zielinski. Grace Ziegelmeyer. Olivia Zimmerman.
All right, as superintendent of schools, I have the honor and privilege to ask student council executive officers, Kiara Hanmer and Hannah Fulmer, to please come to the stage and lead their class in the changing of the tassel.
At this time, please move your tassels from right to left. Mine fell off. Okay.
I'll wait. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you members of the Oregon High School class of 2022.
Guests, as you exit, we encourage you to use doors 39 and 40 in the lower bowl to avoid massive traffic jams in our front hallway. Come.